Welcome to the Bum's Corner Coast to Coast podcast. The views and opinions expressed in this show are those of the hosts and are not those of Bum's Corner Media Enterprises. This program contains strong language. Listener discretion is advised. Listen at your own risk. God, I hate this gig.
So we're going to try this again and see if we are.
Yeah. I got a green arrow, a green check mark.
All is looking good. So, hey.
Oh, hey.
Good. Everybody's here. Okay. Right.
Sweet. Right on.
So we were having some technical errors to start off with, but what you couldn't hear was me asking Tom what he's drinking this evening.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
It's pretty. It's a little gin and juice with a little cranberry for my urinary tract.
Excellent choice. Laid back.
Indeed.
So we are in October now. This is the 46th episode of the show that we've done, if you can believe that.
I still can't, but
No.
at this point, I can.
Right? Like, I don't know. It's like, is part of me like tired of it, but I just keep doing it out of spite, or do I actually enjoy it? You know?
Is there like just a death grip on this? Like I just refuse to give in.
Right? Like this is the longest healthy relationship I've ever had.
Damn near. Healthy relationship, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I clarified. So, let's see. When last we met, you were still talking about potential places to live to get out of the hellscape that is California. How's that coming along?
Thanks to our elected officials, we don't have a signed budget to maintain the operation of the government into the current fiscal year.
Right.
Which impacts, among other things, hiring processes.
So if I'm following you correctly, the hijinks that go on in Washington actually affect normal people living out in the real world.
I know that may come as a shock to some people, but yes.
Wow.
Call them ripples, if you will. Yeah. The action or aggressive inaction that happens has a true and meaningful impact, good or bad, not only on the federal workers like myself, but all Americans.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
So and again, I'm just trying to understand this. So if we don't have a budget in place, we don't have money that we can spend, so we can't hire new people.
Correct-ish. We have money in place, but it's all based on the last fiscal year's appropriations. So we don't have any new money to do new business. We can maintain, but not anything new. Like contracts that are in place, that were established or optioned in fiscal 23.
Right.
They can still invoice and they still get paid, and those contractors still do their jobs in status quo. No harm, no foul. If we wanted to modify or create a new contract, no, we can't do that. If we wanted to hire a new person, no, we can't do that because that's fiscal 24 activity that is not funded.
That's so much fun.
It's a dream within a dream, Ash.
I bet. Yeah, yes, we have a very similar process here at the state level, but our budgets don't turn into a pissing match to get them signed every year. It's crazy. Yes.
Regardless of what party you are affiliated with, my friends, I am a champion of vote the incumbents out.
You know what? I agree.
It's
absolutely
a failure across the board. Thank you for playing. Try again.
When I moved here about a year and a half ago now, actually, I was so excited because I could vote against Jim Jordan once, every couple of years. So, like when I first registered, obviously both parties get all hot and bothered when there's a new voter that moves into the neighborhood. So both of them were sending the cards. They're like, "Here's who to vote for." Yeah. And when I saw his name on there, I'm like, "This is fantastic." I mean, I know I'll never like personally get him out because this county is so fucking red, but just single-handedly, I push that the meter a little bit towards the blue every time I vote.
Yeah. And that's, I hate when they say, "Oh, it's a waste of your vote."
It never. No,
it registers whether you vote for, Green, Independent, or Libertarian, Republican, Democrat. It shows up on someone's radar.
Absolutely. And again, I am surrounded by like last election, the Jim Jordan signs were everywhere I drove once I left my little community. Yeah. Everywhere. So yes, he's going to get reelected. And 99% of his gerrymandering. It's another topic that I don't want to get on. But again, the fact that I voted opposite the guy that lives up top of me, again, somebody in a report somewhere said, "Hey, we're not doing as well as we were last year.
Yeah.
Let's look at something." Right. And, so.
No, I think it's hugely important. Like you're a perfect example. Like you are in an area that is so politically against where you are.
Right.
You're a blue dot in a sea of red.
Exactly.
But as tides shift, they watch these things on all the different issues. There's a graph that they look at, and the strategists look at these things. And it's like, all right, well, okay, we're going to lose votes over here, and they need to know what the voters are actively doing when they pull that lever,
right,
to decide on how hard of a line to take on certain issues. And so you have to be present. You have to, it may not seem worthwhile, and it may seem just like a waste of your time to vote. But there are people in those campaign strategy sessions and in the incumbent strategy sessions that are looking at, okay, case in point, Congress not passing a budget because of hardliners, bullshit.
Yeah.
My hope is, come November, that they will have a message sent that, you're doing the wrong things.
Yes, absolutely.
The line in the sand you have drawn is drawn with the wrong intention, and will have detrimental consequences if the currency to which you are desiring is power. You will lose that if you maintain this hardline stance.
Absolutely.
And power is what they're for. It's not money anymore. It never has been.
Right. No, you're absolutely right.
I always laugh. This guy can't be bought. Yeah, there's a currency beyond cash.
Exactly.
People don't see. So, yeah.
How did we get on that path? Anyway, so whatever. Okay, so basically that was it. You're stuck right now, essentially, until the budget passes.
We're in limbo. The upside is if there's a couple jobs that I'm waiting to hear back on that are 100% full remote anywhere USA. If that's the case, then great.
That's awesome, dude.
Then the timeline for me to vacate is mine.
Right.
There are a couple other jobs that I'm on the list for that it's on their time. It's on their schedule. So my hope is that one of these remote gigs pans out. And
that's amazing. Well, like I was fingers crossed.
Yeah, like I was saying back in August. Hopefully, the next time I see you, it'll be at my house.
Yeah. That means I can buy more equipment to record with.
Yes, me too.
Yes. We could build a studio.
Oh, yeah. I've already got that planned out.
Oh, yeah. So, would Sarah be super pissed to be introduced to snow, and within the same year, be told that she can't park in the garage because we've turned it into our personal studio.
No, I've already, like, the houses that I'm looking at, just, browsing. I'm accounting for that. Like, okay, that would be my office/studio.
Yeah, I dig it.
So yeah, I'm looking at the extra bedroom, and I'm also looking for the bedroom that will be the extra bedroom / her craft room. So
that's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, as a single unit, my craft room is my office and my recording studio. So I feel for you. I understand this. So
sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to account for all that sort of stuff.
Outstanding, dude. Well, fingers crossed we can get everybody to agree and actually fund the federal government, because shutdowns suck for everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More than most people realize.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I have anything to report. It's been nice and quiet here. I did see Peter Gabriel when he was here in town.
How was that?
That was an amazing show.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. So the last time I saw him was on the Secret World Tour after the Us album came out, which was a mind-blowing experience.
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. So he was promoting his new album, I.O., which isn't a physical release yet. I don't know if you've been following what he's doing, but every full moon he comes out with a new single. And every new moon he comes out with a remix of it. So it's light side, dark side for each individual song. So he's up to, I think, 11 songs now, and he played all of them during this concert. So he had no opening act. So it was two 10-song acts. Over half of them were the new album. Okay. So intermission, or not even an intermission, like a band break between the two sets of 10, a lot of people left because they weren't hearing the hits,
Oh, fools. I came for the best for last.
I came for Sledgehammer and I didn't hear it, so fuck off. Or In Your Eyes or whatever.
Do you even concert?
Right. So I've had a couple of friends comment on this about that. I said, all right, here's the thing. If you want to catch a band playing their greatest hits, don't go see them on a year they just came out with an album. Mm-hmm. Because you're going to hear that album and you're not going to be happy.
Yeah. But he came back and did a bunch of the classics though, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He shut it down with Biko. Was the second encore.
Oh, no shit.
And it was so, like, the very end of the song, the drummer's drumming and they're doing the Biko, oh, Biko. And little by little, the whole band got up and left, like one by one. And it's going on forever. And the audience is singing while the drummer is drumming out the beat. And eventually the drummer just gets up and leaves. And so, like, the whole place is this orange. And Stephen Biko's picture is gigantic up on the stage.
Nice.
And it just, all you could feel was that drum beat in your stomach, like, dum, dum. And it was so cool.
Wow.
So that was fabulous. But yeah, it's obviously because of who he is, it was this huge, like, just the mixing of the audio with the video and all the lighting stuff going on. It was fascinating. So it was so much fun.
He's got to be, it's such a cool, it's been so cool to watch him from the beginnings when he was with Genesis back in the 60s, doing crazy shit, pantomime and dressing like flowers and things.
Oh,
like that. And it's like, this is like the perfect time for him to be who he is.
Absolutely.
Because
and when they first announced like that he was doing this where like, I'm just going to come out with a song every full moon. I'm like, if it wasn't him, that would come off as such a pretentious artist bullshit, Right? But like you hear, it's like, oh, Peter Gabriel's doing it. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Anybody else? What the fuck, douche? Come on.
Right? Who do you think you are?
What do you think you are? Peter Gabriel?
Oh, sorry, my lord.
Right on. I will set my calendar invite to check that site. Sorry, my lord.
It's so good. I mean, all the singles off of it have just been fantastic. So it was an exciting day.
That's cool. He's playing. I think he played Palm Springs just down the street, and we weren't able to get tickets.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's always one of those things like with not so the concern with that show is kind of like why and I regret I did this, but we didn't go see Elton John.
Okay.
Because it's like, it's not Elton John. It's not the Elton John you listen to.
Yes. Yes.
Same reason why I wouldn't necessarily jump through my ass to go see Billy Joel.
Okay.
Loved him in my teens and early 20s.
Right.
Fantastic. I can't guarantee he's got the chops. Is it worth $200 a seat?
That right there is the deciding factor, you know? Yep.
And kind of kicking myself I didn't try harder to find Gabriel tickets.
Yeah, he still sounds amazing. And as we were walking out, I was comparing, because we were talking like how it's mid-70s, still vocally, he's got that range, Yeah. And we were comparing it to the Dylan show you and I saw, where he doesn't still have the range,
No. It's rough.
Yeah, and he was bouncing, running around the stage and just being all active and stuff. So it was a lot of fun.
That was cool. Like when we saw Pete Townsend and Roger Daltrey back last November.
Yeah, right?
Not a whole lot of moving around, but Roger still had the chops, was hitting the notes. Pete was right there on point. It was very cool. So, yeah. I figure out who's touring next that we need to go see.
I don't. Now that it's getting colder out here, nobody comes to Ohio, so I think we're done for the big shows until March.
we are going to go see Depeche Mode in December.
See, now they were coming to town, and again, they have a new album out. I'm like, I'm so on the fence.
We checked out the playlists from previous tour dates. Of this current tour, and it's they play the obligatory, here's 6 songs off our new album, and the rest is all, here's why you came.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So after a few months of us trying out different things and messing around and doing our lists, we've gone back to our roots, which is making fun of other people's life choices.
Back to basics.
Yeah. And it's funny, we were talking off air, but when I read the article that Tom ultimately picked for himself, I opted not to pick it just because it was so perfectly in his wheelhouse. And he left mine alone because it's people in Ohio acting like privileged assholes.
Mm-hmm.
So we each have our brand now.
I think, and it wasn't like a mindful, choice. It was just sort of evolved into our thing.
Right. And I skimmed through mine and God, where is this? And the second I read Toledo, I'm like, I could totally see that. So, if you don't mind, I can go ahead and get us started with the Wendy's Tale from Toledo.
Kick it off, brother.
All right, here we go. Let me do my CD 101 DJ voice. Wendy's cheese dispute. I'm just kidding.
You need a few more beers.
Wendy's cheese dispute ends in arrests and mayhem. In a cheesy crime caper at a Wendy's in Toledo, Ohio, 2 individuals managed to turn a simple case of missing cheese on a chicken sandwich into a chaotic robbery attempt, police say. The saga unfolded at the Wendy's near Miracle Mile when an irate drive-thru customer, Jelenia Stewart, disappointed by the lack of cheese on her crispy chicken delight, stormed into the restaurant. ABC affiliate WTVG reports. Without warning, she launched a few Frosties onto the unsuspecting employees and went on a rampage, sending cookies flying and injuring a poor pregnant staff member. This is awesome. Not content with this dairy-driven chaos, things escalated further when Dominique Ezell joined the fray, causing even more mayhem and damage at a cash register. Amid the commotion, Stewart, with minor child in tow, decided to add hair pulling to her repertoire in an audacious attempt to snatch an employee's phone. Luckily, another quick-thinking staff member prevented the theft. Before making their grand exit, Ezell made a final gesture of fingering... Oh, I'm sorry. Of flinging the cheeseless chicken sandwich back into the restaurant. The incident resulted in minor injuries, while Ezell and Stewart found themselves in hot water and facing robbery charges after their ill-fated escapade.
Nice.
Right? And again, this is so Ohio. This is perfect.
Bitch, where's my cheese?
That is spot on. Wow. Absolutely. Yes.
I'm going to throw a frozen drink at you. I'm going to whip some cookies.
Whipping cookies, you know? Which, first off, don't put cheese on a chicken sandwich. Just enjoy the chicken.
Right? What the hell?
Come on, man.
Who does that?
Wendy's?
On purpose? Like, on the regular? Like, that's how it's
I don't know, man. I have had some bad experiences in the past few years, so I don't eat there that often anymore. But really? I assume they put cheese on everything. So, yeah. This I had to pick this because this is Ohio. Like if you've spent any time in this state, you have met these two people before, much to your demise. Yes, they're absolutely terrible people. And again, it's unfortunate that people think they can act like this in public.
For a simple, I mean, like. All right, so you fucked up my order. You pull around, you park, you walk in. Hey, look, I asked for this. And
right. That's the way things used to be. Yes.
And then, they hook you up. You're like, all right, no far to foul. Hey, and if you're lucky, it's like, all right, yeah, that's on us. And they refund whatever you paid for this.
Maybe they'll comp you a cookie and a Frosty, Give you a little freebie.
Right? But not if you're going to throw it at them.
No.
Not if you're going to use their goodwill as a weapon.
Now, the one good thing about Wendy's is their Frosties. And for this bitch to throw those as their weapons, those are a treat, my friend. And you should treat it as such.
Yeah. I would be less upset if she threw her minor child than if she had thrown her Frosty.
Yes, absolutely. And it's so great that this kid sees that this is acceptable behavior, too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Hopefully he's in the courtroom when she gets her trial.
So, yeah. Oh, next time I don't get something I asked for. Instead of the course of the appropriate response is blind rage.
Exactly. And I mean, you and I have worked the drive-thru long enough that the second you saw those brake lights, you probably thought, "Oh shit, here we go."
Yep, you pucker up, you puff up, you're like, "All right." You start, you get your neck, you start doing that, you get your elbows. All right, do the stretches. Yep. All right, here it comes.
Yep, throw the sock full of pennies in the deep fryer. We got a live one.
Yep, gird your loins. Here we go. A couple of those frozen crab ragoons. These are throwing stars.
So, and the article didn't give us a lot, and I didn't bother reading the WTVG report, but was this Dominique in the car with them, or was he just sitting in the Wendy's and saw a great opportunity to just cause mayhem?
I didn't read it either. I didn't follow up with the...
But the way it was written, it's this guy was just what's going on up there? Let's fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
Hey! Which, again, very on brand for us.
Hey, she ain't half bad looking. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll white knight this shit. And...
Yeah. She's got a kid. That's a shake and bake right there.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's your line, dude.
I know.
To this day, fucking 35 years later, I still use that all the time. And I credit you, too. Don't get me wrong. Like, once people have spit their milk out, I say, now, I'm using this, but it's Tom Arnold's line. That's a shake and bake family right there.
That's a shake and bake. Yeah. Shoot. Tax write-off. I mean, come on.
The residuals are pathetic. It's not even worth mailing them to you.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, but so this was a fun story. Again, just Ohioans acting like Ohioans.
Ohioans acting like future Floridians.
Yeah. Absolutely. There was no gunplay, which I'm happy for.
Well, I love the picture.
Oh, yeah. So
she's all like, hi, smiling. And he's all like, fuck.
Yeah, and he's got like a shadow behind him. Like they did the lighting for their mugshots or something, or these are their senior pictures from high school or something. But yeah,
you got the wrong key light in the background there.
But they just look so pleasant, you know? This could be an ad for some, I don't know.
It should be an ad for Wendy's chicken sandwiches.
There you go. This shit's so good it'll mind fuck you if you get it wrong.
Right? Chicken sandwich is so fucking good.
You will flip your shit.
You will lose your mind. It will make you do dumb shit.
Yeah. You will throw cookies.
So I don't know if you can really say, like toss your cookies in a food ad.
Well, Wendy's Twitter's pretty racy. I bet she could do it there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wendy's social game is strong.
Absolutely.
I'm a Taco Bell. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish their food didn't destroy me internally. But that's just, for another show.
Yeah.
Or not.
That's, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, our next list will be the top 10 places that gives us the worst bubble guts.
Right. Best place to get the runs. On a very special Bum's Corner Coast to Coast.
We gave the boys $20 bills and a list of fast food restaurants.
Find out what happened.
I don't want to. I don't. That's the can I take a month off and have Regis Philbin come in?
I tell you what, if I were to do this show with anybody else, it would only be Regis.
I bet he'd be a blast.
I bet. What are they thinking? It's just cheese.
Joy and I were at a Wendy's the other day.
and not 45 minutes later, she cut one rip in the car. I almost died. My eyes were teared up. I had to pull over.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
Okay, so I try and pick out from Tom's list the stuff about Ohio, but Tom's specialty, I guess, is the naked rampage.
I have a problem. My friends, I love a naked rampage.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Who doesn't?
That's all I gotta say. Who doesn't? I mean, come on.
Right. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Rampage. I mean, don't judge me.
Hey, Kettle. It's Teapot. You're black.
Guess what? So black like me.
Yes. Glass houses. Black like me. Holy shit. I remember reading that in 8th grade.
Yeah. Remember?
Wow. Yeah, okay. That reference took me a second.
Excellent. Thank you.
Wasn't that a white reporter went blackface, or was it vice versa?
It was, the white reporter went blackface.
Okay. How brave
because it was
of him.
parodied in Saturday Night Live when, Coming to America.
Eddie Murphy.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy did the opposite. He went white face. Remember, he was like on the bus, or he goes to the bank, and they're just handing him money.
Yeah.
Like the black guy gets off the bus, and it's like this big fucking party that they have.
Right.
Start breaking out champagne and shit.
Yeah. Okay. So Tom will always go for, he gravitates towards the naked rampage. And this one was a fun one too, I gotta admit.
I have a limited orbit. All right. Word to the wise. Don't steal school buses and strip naked while running away from cops. A strange situation spanning several counties in Pennsylvania happened early Tuesday morning after a man stole a school bus, put a dead deer inside, led police on a chase, and stripped nude before getting arrested. KATV reports that, according to Carroll Township Police Department, shortly after authorities received a call to keep an eye out for a stolen bus, they spotted it, with 24-year-old Tony Saunders behind the wheel. Officers say the bus pulled over near the Pennsylvania Turnpike, but shortly pulled away afterwards, starting a chase with police. Saunders then drove the vehicle into a nearby neighborhood, where he exited the bus and ran from police. Officers say as Sanders ran, he stripped off his clothes until he was fully naked, running through numerous parking lots and busy traffic areas. Police say Saunders was then arrested, nude, and later admitted to taking the bus earlier Tuesday morning after crashing a BMW. According to law enforcement, Saunders also admitted to placing a dead deer inside the bus and was attempting to drive it to his home to use as fertilizer for his garden. Saunders was provided 3 hots and a cot at the York County Prison for fleeing an officer, receiving stolen property, reckless driving, and resisting arrest.
Okay, so before getting too deep into this, and I love doing this for a radio show, but yeah, this guy's a mugshot. He's a good-looking guy, you know.
Right?
He's young, he's happy.
Yeah, dude's
What happened?
It all going on, like
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Granted, his mugshot, he's like smiling like a profile picture, but
right?
It's like a senior picture. It's like, hi, I'm Tony. I'm like,
yeah. I like gardening and driving BMWs.
Yes.
But he's happy, man.
He's like, hey, I'm living my best life here at York County Prison.
Yeah, he is. So let's backtrack a bit. So Tony's days started by wrecking a BMW.
Yeah. Doesn't say whether it was his or borrowed or stolen. Just
he wrecked a BMW, somebody's BMW. Okay.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the way, he picked up a dead deer. Related to the BMW or not, we don't know.
Right?
But he came across a dead deer and thought, you know what? This would be perfect for my garden.
Dude, my begonias need some fucking venison.
Yeah, they do. And obviously he was short one BMW to take it home. So he thought, there's a yellow rental over there. I'll go borrow that.
Yeah. They leave the keys in.
Yeah.
4 wheels short of a ride.
Right. And again, we could read these stories until 100 years from now. And I will never understand the stripping of the clothes as the police are chasing you.
Right?
That's a recurring theme that I cannot wrap my head around.
That's why I keep picking these, because I'm like, maybe there will be some insight that we can glean from what the hell. Like, oh shit. If my dick's out, they won't touch me.
Right. Man, that's what I'm wondering. Like, if I get sweaty enough,
yeah, like
maybe they won't want to grab me.
Right? But see, I don't know. I'm thinking, having been tased before, if I'm sweaty, that just improves the contact. If don't got to be an electrician to know that water tends to be a bad thing when you put electricity with it, especially if it's on you.
Do you honestly think that's what's running through your head when the police are chasing you and you're like stripping down? Like, I don't want to be a conduit.
No. No, I don't think that. But yeah, no. I'm just alleviating, checking off what couldn't be.
Right.
Filtering out.
I don't know. And over and over and over again. And I reread this a couple times. There was no reference to drugs anywhere. Right. So this wasn't some like PCP rage thing where he's stripping naked because his clothes felt like they were on fire or anything. It's just that thing. Like the police are after me. Like zing.
That's what you do.
Yeah. Like I got to get arrested naked this time. You know?
Like, I'll run faster if I'm unencumbered by by these jeans.
Yes. This T-shirt is like
T-shirt. It's thwarting my. It's too much resistance.
It's billowing.
I'll be more aerodynamic if I'm naked.
Oh Christ! At some point down the road, maybe like in year 6 or 7. Mm-hmm. Instead of just bringing our friends on and letting them bitch about things, maybe we should get like a cop drunk and have them tell us their dumbest stories. You like that?
I love that.
So we'll get like a cop and a paramedic on alternating months.
Yeah.
And just say, what's the dumbest shit you ever saw? And see how close it matches up to the research that we did.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe like
I'll forget it. Yeah. Ooh.
Like
to protect us?
To
tell stories.
Well, both, obviously.
Okay.
By year 6, we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
But like a DA, like someone who's prosecuted these people.
Oh, God.
Had them in their courtroom. Like, what the fuck, dude? To get the inside, okay, obviously, protect the names. But okay, when you were in there and holding, talking to your client, what the hell was going through their mind?
Right. I'd also love to follow up with some of these people and see, like do a where are they now?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, it would be.
Tony Saunders. What's happening? He's now a congressman.
Yes, readily. Take that smiley little face, put a MAGA hat on it, and he's totally electable.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he looks kind of like the self-hating sort of black man that the Republican Party just loves to eat up. Nom, 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 nom. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's
still got hopes and dreams.
Absolutely. And, he'll brush this off. He's 24, This won't stick. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Until we do a Where Are They Now?
Where are they now? Hey, Tony.
And our 3 listeners do a Google search.
Yeah. So,
trending.
I think he gets out of prison and becomes a bus driver.
Oh, yeah, because he has experience.
Exactly. Or his own YouTube channel discussing alternative gardening tips.
Alternative gardening, yeah. Green gardening, as it were.
Ooh, I love it.
Oh,
Dear Tony, but deer is spelled DEER.
Oh,
yeah. It practically writes itself.
Tony Saunders, you need to contact us. We got a million ideas to make you famous.
Right? And one other person that I wouldn't mind calling is somebody that can fill our coffers and pay for all of this stuff. Oh, because we want to fly Tony out to you. Probably, I think that would be safer.
Oh, for you.
that's implied.
He's in Pennsylvania. That's a 5 hour.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a 5 hour car ride.
It's a 6-hour bus drive too,
Well,
depending on how many deer you have packed in there.
4 if Tony's driving.
I'd like you to run a BMW and then wreck it and then steal something else.
Actually, if we had the funding, we could recreate this whole thing.
That's right.
like an obstacle course, but like a reenactment. Like,
yes.
Okay, get the BMW. Okay, now, wait a minute. What if he hit the deer with the BMW?
That's kind of where I'm thinking it started.
And he's like, shit.
You know?
Well, I'm not letting this go to waste.
Right?
I got marigolds that need feeding.
Or, again, the whole drug thing. Maybe he hit it, thought it was a person. But shit, I don't want to get charged with murder. I better load this corpse into this yellow Uber.
I hit Loki with my car. What are the nights you say me? Shit, blood.
Loki. That took me a second. Oh my god. That's awesome. Oh fuck. Okay. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
See, these are so great. You know, we get the most laughs out of making fun of people.
Yeah. And it's not out of spite. It's just because they deserve it.
The science is on our side. You know?
You can't argue with the data.
Right? Oh, fuck. Speaking of data, how's this for a segue? Are you caught up on the Star Trek, the lower decks?
Yeah.
Is that not like the greatest show on TV right now?
This season is absolutely phenomenal.
Isn't it, though?
It beyond, like, the first 3 seasons were great. Fun.
Yes.
Fantastic. This season has got a cohesiveness to it that we didn't see the first 3 seasons.
Right.
With that mystery fucking ship doing stuff.
Yes.
You know, so it's cool to have a little thread through each episode. But it's just tight. And there's like, I don't know how to explain. There's like that great balance of light and dark.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, I'm really tasting the dark. It's
yes.
really good.
Oh, it's fantastic. And yeah, it's outright murder on that show. It's like the first 3 minutes every week. They're like, oh, here's this being that we haven't seen since the 2nd season of Next Generation. Boom, they're all dead.
They're all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just been great. I think they've really hit their stride in that show. Yeah. And it's been on long enough now that they have their own mythology. So they have callbacks, not to other shows, but to themselves. Mm-hmm. So it's just been so great to watch that show grow into itself.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
You're spot on. It's a great point that they've been on long enough now that they're comfortable to create their own Easter eggs.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Instead of going to the original series or Discovery, or not Discovery, but other series, like they've got their own callback. Badgie,
Badgie and Peanut Hamper.
Peanut Hamper.
Like one of the dumbest characters ever created.
Oh my God. So ridiculous, but brilliant.
Yes, yeah, and I loved the Badgie and Goodgie,
right? And Logicky.
Oh God, that was so funny. And shit, what's that guy's name? McBrayer, the guy that does the voices for him, that was also on 30 Rock.
Oh, yeah.
He played the Page. Remember him, the blonde haired guy? He does the voice of Badgie and Goodgie, and he was so good at like all the different badges had completely unique voices, but you could tell it was him. That was so much fun.
I did not recognize the name. Looked familiar, but I did not. Okay, perfect. Yeah, good.
Yes.
Glad to see him getting work.
Yeah, I mean, as an actor, it's probably hard for him to get a lot of roles.
Yeah.
Just because he is a very unique looking character, and he was so good in 30 Rock that he's typecast.
He owned that character, and like he had another show that was a very similar character.
Right, and that's it. He's kind of typecast after that as the weird yokel.
Right. So it's kind of cool to see him get. Yeah, it's really cool to see that he's got that voice work. And
what was it the week before? Wendy Malick was on, and she played like the alien that they had the psychokinetic powers. Remember the three women were on the ship?
The three.
Yeah, she was one of them. I forget the race's name or the species name.
They had a Troy.
Yes.
Not Bajoran, but they're.
You're close.
Yeah, it begins to be.
Yes, but she played one of those characters. I'm like, man, she's perfect for this role, you know? Yeah. So it was so much fun. I'm just having a blast watching this year.
Totally digging Lower Decks.
Yes.
And it's funny because like, we talked about this before. Like, it took me a long time to get into that.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't get it. I'm like, this
right?
This doesn't feel right. But then it's like, oh, it's so wrong. It's so good.
Yeah. Once you stop taking yourself so seriously as a fan.
Yeah.
You know, and just let your guard down a hair. Like, this is hilarious.
This is awesome. And it's funny because I do the homage, and there's a lot of love for, the original content.
Yeah. Oh, God, yes.
It's so many callbacks. And, dude, the crossover with Strange New Worlds was fantastic. And
that was so good.
Busted out when Boimler does the thing with the saddle. Raker!
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. The man never sat in a chair for it, like a person.
Right?
Raker. Oh, fucking brilliant.
Oh, God. I love that show so hard. What else? We got a few minutes left. The last few episodes of Doom Patrol are now coming on to HBO right now.
Yeah, I saw those too.
Yes. So you're exactly where I am right now. And it's sad that they're wrapping that up, but holy shit, I want to rewatch it now. Because I think this might be the weirdest TV show I've ever watched.
It totally is.
It's so fucking crazy.
Yeah. And it's like these people hate each other, but they love each other.
Yes.
And it's just so weird.
Yes.
And it's like the most bizarre shit happens. And they're all like, okay, we're doing this now. All right, come on, fuckers.
Right?
It's like,
I love how nonchalant they are. They're like just dragging along, like, ugh. The zombie apocalypse is happening because Cliff fucked up. Let's just go get this over with.
Can we just deal with this? Come on.
Right? But it's so crazy.
Like, we're here to rescue you. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Right.
No thanks. Gonna pass.
I love everything about that show. And yes, the whole character, like Matt, is it Matt? What's his name? The actor that plays Negative Man.
Negative Man?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, shit. Hang on. Internet, can you help me out here?
Consult the Oracle.
Consult the Oracle. Oh, shit.
It's sad. They're all fantastic. They're all fantastic.
Oh, yeah. The whole cast.
And the only one I know is Brendan Fraser and the other guy. Vaughn. From the last 2 seasons.
Timothy Dalton. Timothy Dalton. Yeah. Matt Bomer was the name I was trying to get.
Okay.
He plays Negative Man, but he's like this disturbingly attractive actor, right? And the whole show, he's wrapped in bandages. I love that.
That's awesome.
They went out of their way to hire this incredible looking guy and just wrap him up like a mummy.
That's
it's
hilarious.
Great. Yes.
That's twisted.
And Brandon Fraser, he doesn't look anything like he did when he was younger. You know, if you held up 18-year-old him to 40-year-old him, no, that's not the same person. The voice, I think, is there, but his body has changed so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Cliff is one of my favorite characters on any show. He's just so angry.
Absolutely. And he's like completely like owns that. Like, I'm an asshole.
Right.
Like he tells Dorothy, I'm an asshole. You need to stay away from me.
Yes.
I've been trying to be nice for you all this time, and I really don't want to.
Oh, that show is so good. And I think it's because they're so broken. You know, they, like you said, they don't like each other at all, but they love each other. Yeah. It's family, you know?
Yeah.
I have to love you, but I don't have to like you kind of thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, as a family, we have this responsibility.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm sad to see that go. And honestly, that was one of the reasons I originally got HBO when DC was shutting down their streaming service. Like, well, I have to watch the rest of Titans and I have to watch the rest of Doom Patrol. So once that's gone, I don't have a lot of reasons to keep that going.
Yeah, I'm a little... Yeah, same thing. Doom Patrol, Titans. I was hoping that Swamp Thing would get picked up.
Yeah, that was sad.
God, that was a good show.
Yeah, Harley Quinn's funny, though.
Harley Quinn, that's brilliant.
Yeah, that show's just off the rails and so violent. I love every moment of it.
Every frame is wrong, and I love it.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, I was sad that Doom Patrol started back up. It's like one of those things, like as long as they don't come out with these last 6 episodes or whatever it is, that it can keep going in my head. But now that it's rolling, that a few weeks from now, it's gone.
If there's no finale, then they just keep on. And it's just that, it's still there.
Yep. But another one bites the dust.
We'll see what James Gunn and friends have in mind for the future of DC.
I don't think James Gunn really knows yet. You know, if you listen to some of the stuff he's coming up with, it sounds like he's pulling it all out of his ass as he goes.
Yeah. I mean, he's really reaching like deep cuts, like beyond B-sides, which I totally respect and I love. But and believe me, I'm not pining for another fucking Superman or Batman movie.
No.
But give me more Doom Patrol. Give me more Suicide Squad.
Absolutely.
You know, DC's got some great underdeveloped characters that need some love.
Absolutely. And I think we talked about this last year or the year before that, you know, the popularity of the Batman and the Superman are the reason we can get a Swamp Thing show, a Doom Patrol show, things like that, you know, the popularity allows for a fucking Blue Beetle movie. Did you ever think that had happened? Now, granted, only 18 people saw it in the theater, but still.
Is it out already?
Oh, it came and went, yeah. Like, I'm waiting for it to show up on HBO now. I think I was sick that weekend.
I was kind of excited for it. It looked...
Yeah.
In the Teen Titans, the animated Teen Titans, that's more current.
Yeah.
That character, was it in that? Yeah.
Was it?
That was a pretty cool character.
Oh, I know.
There was the offshoot. There was the offshoot. Remember,
Young Justice.
Young Justice. I'm sorry, not Teen Titans. Young Justice.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was good. That's a good show.
Young Justice was great. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
But it was cool because you know, a young Blue Beetle, you had a fucking young Apache Chief. Holy shit! What the fuck?
Deep cuts.
Yeah, like bring that shit back. Bring that on.
I'm all for it.
So, we'll see. Hopefully they don't fuck it up too bad.
Right.
Bring me another season of Peacemaker.
God, yeah, that was fun. So I'll take all that you can give.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on that positive note, I guess we'll see you guys Probably pre-Thanksgiving, I'd say at this point, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
And you should have a budget by then. I think the shutdown's like mid-November, so
November 17th is the next date that they will kick the can down the road.
There we go. All right. Well, hopefully we'll have some good news after that then.
Just.
And with that, I bid you adieu.
Thank you, Mr. Sleep.